Hello, NFL fans, and welcome back to the Wall of NFL channel. So today, as you can see on screen and as you can see in the title, I'm going to be drafting for my fantasy league. So this is the league that I started for other Wall of NFL fans to join. There's a few fans in here and another couple of friends that I have as well. And I've kind of had a little look so far as to who I think I want to be on the team. Obviously, you can see that I'm 10th, which is by far the worst place to pick in the entire draft because there's so long in between your two picks and I don't get first choice of the really long time between two picks, if that makes sense. So if you're number 1, you can pick the best player in the draft. And number 10, you get the 10th player in the draft. And obviously then you have to, at 11th, and then you have to wait a long time with lots of players going off the board. So pretty much the tactic is running back, receiver, and then wait. And then QB, tight end, something like that. But man, I don't think there's going to be many. I don't know. It's either have a not so good QB and tight end, or have like 2 decent running backs, 2 wide receivers with no good QB and tight end. Or have a really good QB, really good tight, or a good QB, good tight end, and maybe a shaky running back or so. There's a lot of good wide receivers, so I think I might go like running back, receiver, tight end, maybe something like that. There's more, thinking about it, there's more that I can do than just to think about, than just go for, running back, tight end, running back, wide receiver, QB, tight end. I don't know. There's lots of options. So this is the draft that we're going to be doing. And so I reckon my number 1 pick, or potentially might be able to slide due to their knee injury, might be Derrick Henry, as you can see here where my mouse is. Next option, Najee Harris. I think I could get Najee Harris. Maybe Dalvin Cook as well. I'll flag Dalvin Cook up. Average draft position 8.51. But Najee Harris 10, so that's where I'm drafting. Let me know if I need to zoom in or anything if it's not very visible to anyone who joins. But I think this is going to be a good one. We've got Cup of Tea who's joined, Team Gut. Seattle Boys has been in already in the chat. So just waiting for a few others to join. It's very exciting. This is my first draft so far this season as well. I'm in a couple other leagues with some other mates, but I hope this one's my best one. This is the one that I'm competing against some of you guys in. Maybe I should have gone back and watched my video just to prepare myself. I reckon looking at tight ends, if we're looking at average draft position, we got 14, 18, and then a big drop off. And I don't think I'm going to be getting either of these top 2 guys unless I take them with my number 11 pick in the draft, my first pick of round 2. So I think I'm probably more looking at like Darren Waller. I think he's going to be the guy that I go for, in all honesty. I was a big fan of him last year. All right, so let's flag up Darren Waller as well. Actually, it might be bad if some of these guys are watching right now or join later on. So I'm going to go Darren Waller. For running backs, let's have a look at it. Okay, I don't think I'm going to be getting Henry, so I'll take him off. Aaron Jones. See, I don't know why his average draft position's around 20, because I think he's a really good option. I mean, Kamara would be amazing, but those first 6 weeks that he's out, it's not ideal. So if I went running back, although I think I might just steer clear because of the way my picks are. I'm going nowhere near Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey. Okay, so I reckon Dalvin Cook or Najee Harris, depending on how it all falls into place. Aaron Jones a backup just in case. But if we go wide receiver, Devontae Adams, all my days, I want him. I think he's going to have an amazing year. But if not, Jamar Chase seems to be going around 10 as well, so maybe I can get him there. I don't think Jefferson or Kupp will drop all the way. So those are the 2 wide receivers there. So I've got Waller there. QB, Justin Herbert. He's got to be my guy. I want him. I think he's going to have a huge year. If not, I may wait until we get to kind of the 60, 70, maybe Jalen Hurts, maybe, gosh, Trey Lance is quite high up there. Like, I'd rather go Russell Wilson, maybe, and take him further down. If I can't get one of these top 3 guys. Actually, I guess Lamar Jackson as a runner is pretty good. Anyway, this is my cue for now. Justin Herbert's the bottom. I know you can't see below him. But yeah. So, I know that, it's there. I think it's Pillsbury. I think they're not around. They're one of my friends. 2 minutes. The countdown is on. Guys, let me know if you have any ideas. Stick a name down in the chat if you want me to flag up, see if I can get him. If you have any good suggestions, because I think later on, maybe some sleepers. If you got any ideas on sleepers. Oh, these are all quarterbacks. I think running backs. Let me have a look down at some running backs. Because Cordarrelle Patterson could be a good option. What are the Falcons running backs looking like? Let me have a quick look. Okay, so there's not many that I know. Not many that I know at all. Okay. So maybe Cordarrelle Patterson's a good option. Swift, not bad. There's some good around 30. So when my next pick is, it'll be 30 and 31. So maybe they can be my picks down there. I think that's going to be my attack. Oh, maybe I'll go. Maybe it'll be so Waller's average draft position is 40. And now I'm going to draft around 50. Ooh. I think I've got to go for a tight end with one of those picks, and then it's just about quarterbacks whether all right, so so I'm gonna go running back, wide receiver for my first 2 picks, and then for 30 and 31 I'm gonna see if Herbert, Allen or Mahomes is there, and I'm gonna see the tight end situation as well, because who knows, sometimes in drafts they go a bit crazy. Gareth Thomas, Josh Palmer, great wide receiver sleeper for the late rounds. Yes, good one. That is a good one. Average draft position, I missed it. 150. He did really well last year. He caught a couple of really good touchdowns. Projected points, 100. That's decent. What was his? So his 2021 stats, 92.9 on the year. Yeah, I think he's gonna have a bigger year than that this year. Thank you, Gareth. That is a great suggestion. I'm a big fan of the Chargers this year. I think they're gonna do well. Offense is going to do really well. Oh, right. Oh, we're on the clock. We're on the clock. So who went first? Oh, they're flying off the board. Derrick Henry's gone. Oh, my gosh. Draft log. All right, they're flying off. Jonathan Taylor, McCaffrey, Henry, Jefferson, and Kupp. Oh, my gosh. Everyone's flying off the board. This is going quickly. Dalvin Cook's gone. Eckler. Oh, wow. It's nearly my pick. No. All right, running backs. Let's have it. So Najee Harris is still there.
Your team is now on the clock.
Oh, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has more. Joe Mixon has receiving yards and rushing yards. They got more. Mixon has more touchdowns. Let me start off with my wide receiver. Oh no, I'm gonna go Devontae Adams. But now running back wise, Najee Harris or Joe Mixon. I think I'm gonna go for I said Najee Harris. Alright, I'm gonna go Joe Mixon. And then wide receivers, Devontae Adams. Okay, that's me off the clock now. I did not go with my plan at all. Swift for you? Yeah, the thing is, Swift is a great option. But the problem is, it's reaching for Swift where I am. But now my next pick's 15 picks away. So let's check this draft log, see who's going. So Joe Mixon, Najee Harris went after that. All the running backs are gone. So wide receivers, Jefferson, Kupp, Chase, Diggs, Adams, Samuel have gone. Kelsey is gone. Let's just keep an eye on all of them. Yeah, he went right at 14. That's his average draft position. Aaron Jones goes. I think he's going to have a big year, but it was reaching a little bit at that position. CD Lamb goes. Wow, that's, I don't know, might be a bit early for me. Barkley, man, I was steering well clear of him. Mike Evans goes. Wow, this is flying through. Fournette. I feel like that might be a bit early, but let's see what other running backs do we have. Yeah, see, I feel like Kamara's at this point, you're getting to a point where Kamara's a viable option. So if Kamara's still there, I might go for him at this point because he is unreal. Oh, there we go, he's gone. Nick Chubb is still there. Swift goes. Okay, Kyle Pitts is there. I think I'm still going to go Waller if it gets to me. And he's not gone. So who's gone recently? Chubb, Swift. Allen has gone off the board. Fair enough. So I am pick 31. Average draft position. My next. Elliott goes.
Your team is now on the clock.
Right. I'm going to go. So let's check running backs. Jameson Williams. See, this is getting to that second level now. I think I'm going to go tight end and Herbert. There you go. Those are my guys gone. All right, now let's start looking at our next pick. So our next one's going to be 50. I think it's 50. Yep, 50 and 51. All right, so we've got to go running back, wide receiver again, I think. So 50, 51. Then we're looking at kind of J.K. Dobbins, Eli Mitchell, Josh Jacobs, potentially. A.J. Dillon will get a lot of red zone touches. Oh, Breece Hall. Guys, any thoughts? Any thoughts on Breece Hall? Oh, Edwards-Helaire. The Chiefs haven't got another running back, do they? That's what you want. You want number one running backs. I'll stick a flag on him. Let's check wide receivers. Jalen Waddle's not a bad option. I feel like Terry McLaurin's going to go, but bang, he's on there for me. Okay. I think I've got three guys that I'm keen on. Odell Beckham's gone. He's a free agent. Wow, that's crazy. Jenner's Tools auto drafting, so that's probably why. So Allen, Pittman, Beckham, Brown, Williams, St. Brown, George Kittle, Mike Williams have gone. Okay, A.J. Dillon on for a huge season without Adams. Roger saying him and Jones for 60 plus receptions. Oh, fair enough. Julian, my first three picks, let me show you. I got Herbert, Mixon, Adams, and Waller. Those are my guys. So first Mixon, second Adams. So I was pick 10, so worst pick in the draft, but I think I've got a good team shaping up at the moment. Oh, Julian, you're boom. Right, okay. Makes sense now, makes sense. All right, so my pick's coming up soon. Oh, if Julian's in here, I don't want him to be seeing who I've got queued up. Oh, sorry about your computer. Oh, Bills have gone. That is a great option. Noam's team. Noam has Chubb, Williams, Cup, and Lamb. Let me see Bone Bros. Barkley. Oh, that is risky. That is risky. Okay, it's nearly up to me, so I'm going to focus. Man, these picks are flying off. I can't keep up. Who's there? Is any... Oh, my queue's nearly gone. Okay, Etienne's gone, which means...
Your team is now on the clock.
So I'm going to go for Hilaire, and then a wide receiver to go with it. Could go Godwin. So Waddle's there. I could go Waddle. Thing is, Metcalf, he's got a bad quarterback now, so it's a bit of a risky one. Amari Cooper could be an option, but it's quite far down. Hopkins, ooh, I know he's gone for the first 6 games, but maybe this is a really tricky one. I've got to go receiver though, because I might risk it with Metcalf. All right, let me go Edwards-Helaire and yeah, I'll go Metcalf. Yeah, Julian, you got... I think Hurts is going to have a big year, you know, at quarterback. Not necessarily throwing, but fantasy-wise, he's going to have a big year. Okay, so I've got 2 wide receivers, 2 quarterbacks, and a tight end. So the base of my team is good. Maybe I'll have to go defense now, or maybe a backup running back at this point. So I could go... Okay. I don't want everyone to be seeing who I want. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed it live. I think Drake London's... Is he not their best dynamic during 3 years? You see, bid only 22. Let me check Falcons depth chart. Falcons depth chart. Drake London's number 1. All right, cool. He might be my next one. Wide receiver. Got a running back, wide receiver. Maybe a defense. Let me check any defenses. Ooh. Flag up Saints defense. Do you know, I could go... No, I think I've got to stack up on QBs and wide receivers still. Sorry, running backs and wide receivers. What tight ends are we looking at? Oh, Hawkinson. Thing is, some people I don't think have tight ends yet. Thing is that this is when you're starting to think about trade bait, because if someone's QB goes down and I take Russell Wilson now, that is great trade bait. Or if Herbert gets injured, it's great backup. But if you think about it, there's 10... Yeah. There's 10 people that will have QBs starting. So you've got to have 2 top 10 guys for someone to want them, you know? I'm 6 picks away. Let's check all. So we got Akers, Mitchell, Dillon. These are the guys looking. Oh, so maybe Dillon. Let me check that Falcons depth chart again. All right. This is the crunch time. Raiders depth chart. Man, this is tough. I think I'm going to whack Josh Jacobs there on the list.
Your team is now on the clock.
Okay, so let's go to my queue now. I'm going to go for... Gosh, I know you're saying Rashad Bateman later on too. He'll be a quality as he's Ravens #1. Unless you don't want to reveal. How many running backs are you going to pick? I'm not sure. Let me just think now. Okay. So Josh Jacobs is a #1 running back. So it's smart to go with him. Wide receiver wise, are there any #1s? Cooks is, but I do not trust their team. Drake London is the next #1 wide receiver. He is 67th ranked, 118 average draft position, but I'm going to take him quite early, I think. Oh no. Oh, Hopkins. Let me check my roster. Wide receivers, Metcalf. Yeah, I'm going Hopkins. You cannot pass up one of the top 5 receivers in the league. I know you're saying Bateman. I'm sorry, Gareth. I know you're saying Bateman, but when Hopkins gets back, we know he's getting it. Bateman, I know he's the #1 guy, but they do not pass. Running backs, I reckon 4 or 5, because you have two and a half starting, because you got 2 positions and 1 flex. 2 positions and 1 flex, and I think you want wide receiver in your flex really because of the point per reception. I think now is when you just take best player available, don't you? Yeah, you take best player available really. Oh, Eli Mitchell. Maybe I should have gone for him. Oh well. Right, let's have a look at some other teams we got there. Seattle boys, Kyler Murray, Elliott, Etienne. Oh, those running backs are dodgy. Oh, really good wide receivers though. Hawkinson's not bad. Let's check to a fish. This is my friend Nathan. Good, really good running backs. AJ Brown. Oh, really good wide receivers as well, I think. Could struggle. I think Pitts, he could struggle this year. He could struggle. No, that's a really good draft, I think, from him. Maybe slightly less strong, in my opinion, from Cup of Tea. Joe Burrow doesn't run too much, so maybe not amazing in fantasy. Not loving Trey Lance there. McCaffrey's going to be injured by week 5. Fournette, hot and cold. Don't know about this one. Kamara, great from week 6, but we all know what's going on with Kamara at the moment. Julian Bone in the mud. Who's in the mud, me or was it Cheesehead? I feel like Cheesehead. Oh, Julian, your Wi-Fi's down. Sorry, man. Thanks for the like, guys. Whoever's liked that, I really appreciate it. If you're enjoying it, drop a like. Let's check. Should we check? Is it Julian? Maybe Julian's bone. I think Julian's bone, bro. So let's check his team. So Saquon Barkley injured by week 4. St. Brown could be good. Justin Jefferson's going to be amazing this year. It's a decent option. Swift can be good. Is probably going to be good as well, but he's on the Lions, so I might struggle. Okay, guys, got to get back on the ball. Here's my queue. So we've got Mitchell and Dillon still there. Oh. So my roster's... Let me go back to my roster. So my roster's saying Mixon, Edwards-Helaire. Maybe a bit weak at running back, so I'll go for... I think I'll go... The thing is, he's questionable. Why is he questionable? Thursday. Expect Mitchell to return for week 1 at Chicago. Hasn't practiced since August 10th. Won't play in many preseason games. His spot atop the depth chart isn't in question. All right then. No sweat. I'm up in 2 picks. Oh, kickers are already going. Oh, those are probably the auto drafters.
Your team is now on the clock.
All right. I'm going to go for... The thing is, these are going to be my last... I think this is going to be my last two. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Do I need 4 of each? Or do I need another quarterback, another tight end? I'll take 4. Okay, I'll take Eli Mitchell. Gareth, don't watch this. Gareth, I'm really sorry, but don't watch this. Your Wi-Fi was down. For some reason, it's still showing flag instead of the ad in the draft when it's your turn. Oh. Julian, man, what do you need help with? QBs, backup QB, bang, Derek Carr, easy one. He's unreal. One of these two. Kicker. Kicker's 15th pick, man, forget that. Oh my gosh. Free him with if he's there. Or Higbee. Or Everett. Let me see Chargers. Depth chart. Chargers depth chart. Tight end Gerald Everett. He's not amazing, but he is number 1. Rams depth chart. Rams depth chart. Tyler Higbee is number 1. Okay. All right. So those two tight ends. Stafford or who was taken? I put someone else there who I wanted. Derek Carr. Oh my gosh. Is that you, Julian? You'll regret it. Hollywood Brown's targets up for grabs with Bateman. I know, but he didn't get many targets. Gareth. But I know Drake London, he's going to get it because Calvin Ridley had all the receptions. Oh, but that was with Matt Ryan. Now they've got Marcus Mariota. What am I going to... No, I think he'll still be good. But there'll be someone to pick up. Olave. Get in, Saints. Yeah, I might actually start off with Drake London, even though he's a rookie, because my wide receivers, well, until DeAndre Hopkins is back, my wide receivers are lacking a little bit. So Bateman's now gone. Oh, Marcus, no way he was that low. There's no way he was that low. Who took him again? Team Gut. Oh, man, he would have been so good. Michael Thomas, last time he touched the field, was a record-breaking wide receiver. That is who I'll regret. Why the heck did I pick Drake London over Michael Thomas? Okay, let's. Do you know what? I'm making some mistakes, so let's filter down a little bit. Although my wide receivers and running backs are filled up by now. Julio Jones, he stunk last year. James Robinson's really low down. He's a good option. Wow, Frymouth is so low down. Oh, man. Palmer's all the way down there. Wow, Higbee's all the way down. But I've got to get a backup tight end. To be fair, we are getting quite low in the picks. It's a waiting game. It's just a waiting game. What are their average draft position? Average draft position 121. Don't go for backup tight end. Don't at all or don't yet? Just draft another running back or wide receiver. Thing is, I have got loads of wide receivers, running backs already. I'm pretty much maxed out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8. 4 of each. I've got 4 of each.
Your team is now on the clock.
All right, I'm on the clock. I'm going to pull the trigger on Saints defense. And QBY, I think I'm going to go backup QB right now. I'm going to go... I think I'm going to go backup QB right now. And that is... So we've got backup QB, a backup tight end, and another flex. So I've gone Saints defense, and I'm going to go for Stafford. Because if we look at QBs now, you got Stafford, Prescott, and then not a lot else. So I'm going to go Stafford now. All right. So now I'm left off with backup tight end, one more player, and a kicker. So I'm pretty sure at this point, so tight end wise, I'm pretty sure that's either going to be Everett, Freiermuth, Hunter Henry? Nah, probably not. If he was still at the Chargers, he'd be good. Taysom Hill. Could actually. I could actually. He'll probably have a pass or two this year. Oh, what are the Browns type? Browns. Am I doing this the long way? Can I just... more NFL teams. Cleveland Browns. Who's their number 1 tight end? David Njoku's their number 1 tight end. I could go that way. Let's see. Let's see who's there. Kickers. Let's go McPherson. And we'll have a look at wide receiver. So running backs. Gibson. Oh. The Washington Commanders. Their number 1 running back is Gibson. Okay. I'll go for one of those two, I think. Or a wide receiver. What are we looking at on wide receiver wise? I think all the number 1 wide receivers have gone. Let's check the Steelers. Wrong one. Pittsburgh Steelers. They got Deontay Johnson. Chase Claypool's their number 2, wide receiver wise. He's not a bad option. And Palmer. He's a good option too. Alright, so this is my list. I'm not going to get all of them, of course, but people are going to come off the board as time goes. So I'm thinking... Steelers depth chart, Freiermuth is number 1. But Trubisky, are they going to throw to Freiermuth a lot? Oh, I've missed some chats. Don't go back up for tight end. I'd say don't at all. Keep stacking. That's what worked for you in the past.
Your
If
team
you go for
is
another
now
tight
on the
end, go
clock.
for Freiermuth. He may definitely break out. All right. So I've got 2 picks and my right at the end. So I think I'm going to go wide receiver. Oh, one went. Who I had? Someone else had. Oh, Gibson. It was Gibson and Patterson have gone now running back wise. So I'm going to go Claypool or Palmer. I'll go... Thing is, I don't know if I could start Palmer 1 week because of the way he's 3rd choice wide receiver. You would auto pick Freiermuth if I take too long. He could have a breakout year, but if we're thinking about quarterbacks, Justin Herbert is better than Mitch Trubisky, but he's going to be a safety net. I'll go Frymouth. And how many kickers have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4. McPherson. I can go for a different one. So what do I need now? My tight end is gone, so I'll go wide receiver. Let me check, make sure I'm not missing any others. Who's Jaguars number 1? Jacksonville Jaguars number 1 is Christian Kirk. Okay, I'm going to go for Christian Kirk because he's number 1. Traylon Burks is probably the best wide receiver on the... Traylon Burks. Not bad. Thank you very much, Mason, but I think I'm actually going to go for... where did he go? Christian Kirk, because he's the number 1 receiver that they have. And then, bang, all of these guys off. McPherson or Hopkins. Is Hopkins Chargers number 1 kicker? It must be. I don't know why I'm checking depth charts for kickers. Like, who even cares? Dustin Hopkins. Yeah, okay. So these two guys, they're high-powered offenses, and they're going to get points this year. So those are the two I'm going to go for. Oh, all right. Guys that are watching, or girls. So, if you would rank my draft, well, grade my draft, and let me know what you think of it. So let me show you my roster so far. It's got Herbert, an excellent quarterback. Mixon, Edwards, maybe not the most amazing running backs, but we got Devontae Adams. What a year he's going to have. Metcalf, maybe he's going to have a bit of a downer. So I think skill positions, I have a lot, but maybe not top quality ones. I think Hopkins is, but of course he's suspended for six games. What I've gone for is like number 1 receivers, number 1 running backs, but maybe not like the best. Because I was pick 10, so my best option was Mixon or Najee Harris. So it's a tricky one. Thank you guys for the likes and the views at the moment. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Saints, I always want a Saints something, and I've gone for the defense this time because it's unreal. I probably would have gone Michael Thomas otherwise, but Michael Thomas, I didn't see him on the board, and so fair play to whoever got that. I can't remember who it was. So Kirk, number 1 wide receiver, Frymouth, number 1 tight end, Stafford, London, Eli Mitchell, Hopkins, they're all number 1 players on the depth chart, and I think that's the most important because they're going to get the most targets and the most touches. So even Josh Jacobs, I'd rather have him over AJ Dillon. Even if AJ Dillon's going to get loads of touches, I know that Josh Jacobs is going to have, he's not going to be competing with anyone else for those rushes. So that's why I've kind of gone the way I've gone, if that all makes sense. But this is my team. Drop a grade. Let me know what you think. I really liked Tua Fish's draft. Russell Wilson, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones. What am I doing? I'm thinking AJ Brown. AJ Brown is here. That's probably what I was thinking. Terry McLaurin, Kyle Pitts, Dobbins, Carson, Cowboys defense, Cortland Sutton, Pierce, Ayuk, Higbee, Cousins. I really like his first team. Maybe these backups aren't that great, but I'm a big fan of those skill position players: Cook, Jones, Brown, McLaurin. Any others? I never had a look at Team Gut. He's got a good team. Team Gut is a good team. I'm loving that Allen number 1 and Henry. Oh, Allen and Henry. Man, what the heck? Like that, those are the two. Who's going to be number 1 running back, number 1 quarterback just on his team. Mark Ingram. It's going to be tough, but he did not pick many. All right, so he's gone 2 running backs. Wow, that is very wide receiver heavy. Mark Ingram's maybe not going to be the best pick when it comes down to it. So he's got some really good wide receivers and 2 really good tight ends, but might struggle going forward. Okay, so we're about to take we're the last pick in the draft. So Justin Fields has just gone. So Justin Fields, Daniel Jones. Oh, some backup quarterbacks going there. God, Julio Jones. Okay. So we are going to go for... I'm more of a fan of McPherson, even if Hopkins might get more points. Chargers kickers always seem to mess up as well. So I'm going to go McPherson.
Thanks for attending
and there we
the
go.
NFL draft. Best of luck this season.
Best of luck indeed. How can we improve the draft? I don't know. Forget it. Wow. All right. Let's review some of the teams. Some of the interaction might be good if you're interested. All right. So I'm going to rate some of these teams. I think mine is decent. I'd give it a B because I think the running backs are tricky. I would have loved to go for a better running back. But of course, we struggled because we were pick 10. So we weren't going to get the best running back. Maybe then we should have gone for Travis Kelce or Josh Allen or something, just to max out at those positions. But I think we've got a really good tight end in Darren Waller, and Herbert I think is the second best quarterback this year. Hilaire's going to get loads of rushes and catches. I think I've got a good team. Anyway, I'll stop talking about my team. So Seattle boys got Murray, Elliott, Etienne, Chase, Samuel, Hockenson, Pittman, Suckup, Coles, Cooks, Tony, Olave. Okay, some real high risk players, high reward too. So Chase and Samuel, first two picks with no running backs. So those running backs are a bit dodgy. The wide receivers though, Chase, Samuel, really good. Samuel's going to have a big year, I think. He's going to have rushing yards and reception yards. Chris Olave might not have an amazing first season, but if we're getting long touchdowns, he's going to have some big vertical yards. I think similar to kind of how Chase was used last year. So real high risk, high reward for Seattle boys. Got him on about Tua's fish. Cup of tea, not bad. Joe Burrow, John. So obviously best running back in the draft. Well, presumably top rank. Mike Andrews in there as well. So round one, Taylor. Oh, Tyreek Hill as a second pick. Second round. I don't know if I love that. I think Tyreek Hill's going to be good. He always is. But I don't know. He might struggle a little bit. Alright, so Juju Smith-Schuster, Rams. Okay. I'm not a big fan of cup of teas, I don't think. Cheeseheads. This is real. I know I said that other teams was high risk, high reward. Look at this. Trey Lance. Man, if that's the riskiest pick you could go for. McCaffrey injured by week 5, if not week 4. Fournette, Williams, Robinson. I think Kamara, great pick, but suspended 6 weeks is tough. But you want your wins later on in the year. Maybe not quite. I think I've got maybe second or third best team so far. This is a good one. Brady, Chubb, Williams, Cup, Lamb, Schultz, Connor, 49ers, Jerry, Judy. I like Gibson as that late pick. I do like it. I think he was a great option. I probably would have gone for him if Noam didn't go for that. Jenner's Tools. Oh, this is a good one. Mahomes, Eckler, Akers, some good running backs and quarterback there. Odell Beckham as your first wide receiver pick's a bit of an interesting one, seeing as he's not even on a team at the moment. They've got Kelsey there, so hopefully that can make up for it a little bit. High risk here. I mean, Marquise Brown is going to get a load of receptions and touches early on in the season because that's, of course, when DeAndre Hopkins is out. Pillsbury Doughboys. Great wide receivers. Decent tight end. Quarterback, really good in fantasy. Always gets injured 1 week or another. I think it's solid running backs. Actually, Montgomery and Harris. You know what? This is a good team. This is a good team from Pillsbury Doughboys. I think that was an auto draft, but it's good auto draft to be fair. Then Bone Bro, of course, Hurts, Barkley, Swift, Jefferson, St. Brown. I think St. Brown. I mean, it's really real Lions heavy, which could be a real risk because obviously they're the Lions. But Derek Carr is that backup QB. I was gonna go for him, but I got for Stafford instead, which I'm not too unhappy about. Patterson, late round pick, which I do really like as well. And last team, Team Gut. This might be the best team, I think, because whilst they've got no running backs, which is on the bench or anything, which is insane, they're very heavy wide receiver. You've got Henry and Allen. They're going to be like the number one in their positions. You've got Kittle, which has the potential, probably won't though because Trey Lance is throwing to him. Bills, number one position in their position. Aaron Rodgers is a backup quarterback. Mike Thomas is going to be unreal, so I might go for a little trade there if I can. Oh, I've just had a thought. What's his name? Jarvis Landry. Where's the search? Jarvis Landry. Nope. Oh, that's Jarvis Landry is not on a team. I might pick him up. Who's on my team again? This is a good team, though, Team Gut. Drake London, Eli Mitchell. Maybe I'll see how week 1 goes, but Jarvis Landry is going to have a big year. The Saints, in their first drive yesterday, Landry caught a couple passes. I think he might get a lot of targets this year. But okay, so that's how it's going to go this year. So what does it mean when players is red on my team? Red. When a player is red. Let me go to my team and see. Yeah, we'll leave the draft. We don't need the Chargers depth chart anymore. When they're red, like DK Metcalf or something, because this just means there's some news about them. So Kirk not in the lineup to play the season's preseason finale. So he's not in the lineup. DeAndre Hopkins, he might be red as well because, well, I don't know what kind of red you mean, but it's either like Christian Kirk where there's some news about him, or it's like DeAndre Hopkins, like highlighted. Oh, I don't know. Like DeAndre Hopkins might be red for me. If you're on your phone, it might be different. So obviously I'm on my computer. And let me check. Having a look on. Well, let's see if I can answer your question. Should I trade Kyle Pitts and Pierce for Kelsey? If Kelsey's been offered to you for that, I would take it, because Kelsey, you know, is going to be the best in his position. So, Teku, yes. Red, it means they're projected 0. So if you have a look, obviously you can see on mine, Herbert, he's projected 0 at the moment for week 1. Or was that preseason? Opponent Sunday 9:25. So, week 1 he's projected 0 points at the moment, which I wouldn't worry about it because that'll change. So when they're projected, so when they're highlighted red like that, so that'll happen when your player's on a bye week. So for example, Herbert, his bye week is week 8. So in the run up to that week 8 game, he's going to be red, and it just means take him out. Should you trade Kyle Pitts? I reckon. Opinion on Breece Hall. So yes, take Kelsey for that. Highlighted. Julian, I think I've answered that question. Tekatite, opinion on Breece Hall. Do you know what? I don't know, but he's going to be the number 1 running back, and in fantasy, I think that's going to be a really good. That's going to be it's valuable, very valuable, because he's going to be getting all of those touches, like I've already mentioned. So I think he's a great option, but of course he's a rookie and he's playing for the Jets. So rookie might be a little bit worse than we're hoping for. Plays for the Jets, probably a little bit worse, but who knows? They could have a really good year. If he's a running back that catches a lot of passes, then yes, get him in your team. Although I kind of steer clear of rookies because I don't really know, but I do have Drake London on my team. I've gone kind of Raiders heavy. So when are the Raiders bye weeks? Bye week 6. Oh, maybe I have quite a few bye week 6s then. Let's hope Eli Mitchell, bye week 9. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, bye week 8. Mixon, I think, is bye week 10. Okay, so it's still probably going to be okay. But I'm going to have to sub in a few guys week 6. Alright, that should be fine. But week 6 I might struggle. All right, guys. If you have any more questions, drop it now. If not, just stick it in the comments after the video is uploaded, because I think, well, there's not much to go over now. We've gone over everyone else's teams. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for the likes, and continue to keep liking it. If you, well, it'd be really nice if you could. Just helps out. But I've really enjoyed this, so thank you so much for being with me while I've been drafting, and I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm gonna have fajitas and watch some. Probably might watch some NFL if it's on. I don't know if the UK has preseason, or if not, just watch some of the TV or play on my new Xbox. Anyway, have a good evening, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thank you very much, Julian. Well, hopefully I'll smack you up in the season. See you later, guys.